Hey guys, and I'm going to be wearing the same shirt for like the next two videos because these are scheduled uploads for a while I'm in the woods getting bitten up by mosquitoes. Also notice the new addition to the room, the Kyle Larson flag. Added this once something happened, traced it off of a picture on a computer, that's why it looks semi-good. It's going to fly low whenever there are whenever it's a race day, and then I'll pull it up, and it'll be out of the screen and won't matter when it isn't a race day. So yeah, these aren't in a particular order from like best to worst, because I don't want to reveal how I've ranked the prospects, um, because I'm gonna rank them and I'm gonna go like it's gonna be top 10 prospects, top uh, 5 prospects, and then top 3 prospects is how I'm gonna do it. And I have 12 prospects on here, so 2 of them are getting cut already after the video. So yeah, actually I might no, I won't tell you guys who are getting cut after the video, but I will tell you in the 10th best prospect videos. So first up, we have Corey Crispert, 6'7" guard out of Gonzaga. He averaged 18 points per game, 0.9 steals, 0.4 blocks, 1.8 assists, 5 rebounds, 87% from the free throw line, 44% from the three-point line, and 52% from the field. Pros, he can finish, he can score in transition, he's got a good spot up three, he can finish with contact, good vertical, okay rebounding, and he can get open. Cons, not the best defender, not very fast. He has a good vertical, he could dunk, but not very fast, and not super athletic. Other than his vertical, he's 6'7", yeah, but he's also 220 pounds. He's a bit stocky. Um, kind of like a Carmelo Anthony type build. So yeah. Another one of the prospects is Franz Wagner, 6'9" guard from Michigan. He averaged 12 points, 1.3 steals, 1 block, 3 assists, 6.5 rebounds, 83% from the free throw line, 34% from 3, and 41% from the field. Pros, he can hit jumpers without contention, he can hit jumpers with or without contention. So if he's wide open, he's probably going to hit it. If he has a guy right in his face, probably going to hit it. He's consistent. He's got solid defense, okay rebounding, and okay passing. I mean, the guy is 6'9" playing guard. So it's kind of like a Ben Simmons type situation, but I wouldn't say he is as good as Ben Simmons. He can hit jump. I already said that stuff. Cons. He can't finish. He can't finish with contact. If there's a guy there trying to block his shot, it just throws him off most of the time. I feel like I'm gonna throw up for some reason all of a sudden. Okay, I'm good now. That was so random. Can't finish with contact. He's not very athletic, and while his ball handling is good for his size, it's still pretty clunky. And while he's playing guard, so you want his ball handling to maybe be a bit better. It just when you watch him dribble, it's a bit clunky. I mean, he can secure it. It's fundamental. It's fine. It's serviceable. It's just not the smoothest dribbling. It's very clunky, and that could be because since he's not that fast, it looks more clunky because he's moving kind of slow. Who knows? Next up is a guy that I think most of you should have heard of, Josh Giddey, 6'8", 205 pounds, guard from Australia. A lot of people, I'm not going to say a lot of people, but some people do compare him to Ben Simmons, and I can see why. 10 points per game, 0.5 blocks, 1.1 steals, 7.5 assists, 7.4 rebounds, 69% from the free throw line, 29% from 3, and 42% from the field. I can see why he's compared to Ben Simmons. He can't shoot, he can score inside, he can get rebounds, he can get assists, he's a tall guard. A lot of similarities to Ben Simmons. The pros, he has good vision and good ball movement. He can rebound. He's got good defense. He can finish. His jump shot has potential. It can be fixed. It's broken, just like Ben Simmons, where the elbow is kind of out. They're shooting like that. It makes it curve because you want your elbow in. You want to shoot like that. A lot of these guys that have the broken jump shots, their elbow is out here, making it curve. So it can be fixed. He is clutch. If it gets down to crunch time and you need him to make threes, he'll make your threes for you. And he's a Ben Simmons type of point guard. And he's got a good vertical. Cons, not much of a left hand. You don't see him going up, laying it in with his left hand as much. I already said the reason the jump shot is off is because it sticks, the elbow on the shooting arm sticks out too much, and he's not efficient. Next up, we have Keon Johnson, 6'5" guard out of Tennessee. 11.3 points, 1.1 steals, 0.4 blocks, 2.5 assists, 3.4 rebounds, 70% from the free throw line, 27% from three, 44% from the field. His pros, he can finish inside. His mid-range jumper is okay. He uses his both right and left hand when finishing, pretty even with both. Okay perimeter defense, good athleticism, and can finish with contact. Cons, no three-point scoring ability whatsoever. He can have spurts of inconsistency everywhere, no matter where he's shooting from. Not great ball movement, and reliant on other players to kind of draw the defense away. He can't really create his own shot as much. He's relying on other people to create the shot for him. Also similar, those were similar criticisms people had to Cassius Stanley, at least from what I've heard. Next up is Zaire Williams, a 6'8" small forward out of Stanford. Averaged 10.7 points, 0.9 steals, 0.6 blocks, 2.2 assists, 4.6 rebounds, 79% from the free throw line, 29% from three, and 37% from the field. Pros, he can get flaming hot. Like when he's on fire, he's on fire. He's making it from everywhere. His jump shot has potential. I'll state why it's broken. In the cons, he is athletic. He can rebound, and his defense shows potential. Cons. So his elbow does stick out a little bit, but it's not too egregious. It's kind of like this. So it curves a little bit, not like how you would want it to out a little bit. But his guide hand, if you look at him shoot, it looks like it's out here, like it's almost covering part of the ball. Usually you want it to the side. His is kind of covering part of the ball, and he's like going like that. Is what it kind of looks like from above. It could not be like that. I could have just missaw it. It could have been that one, because I looked at a few in a row and it looked the same. It could have been those ones he was just messed up on, but that's what it looked like the problem with his jump shot was. Yeah. I mean, if he gets that fixed, he can be a good finish. He can be a good shooter, and his defense improves. He's pretty good at that point. Next up, we have Alpert Sengun, a 6'10" power forward from Turkey. He averaged 19 points per game, 1.7 blocks, 1.3 steals, 2.5 assists, 9 rebounds, 81% from the free throw line, 19% from three, and 64% from the field. Pros, he's got good defense. He can finish with contact. He's efficient from the interior area, the post and the mid-range a bit. He can rebound. He's got okay passing and a good vertical. Cons, bad three-point shooting. If he does rely on his size too much in the NBA on both offense and defense, he's a goner. I mean, he's 6'10", so he's semi-tall for a big. But if he tries to rely on 6'10" in the NBA to be good, that's not going to be a good day for him. It's not going to be a good career for him. Next up, we have Jalen Johnson, 6'9", small forward out of Duke, averaged 11.2 points, 1.2 steals, 1.2 blocks, 22.2 assists, 6.1 rebounds, 63% from the field from free throw, 44% from the three, 52% from the field. Pros, he's athletic, he's got good vision, he can finish and shoot well. He can get in passing lanes and intercept the ball, kind of like TJ McConnell. He can rebound well. Paul George type of play. He could also be in a small ball type of offense, like a Mike D'Antoni. He could be an undersized power forward, and he can finish with some contact. Cons, bad free throw shooter, mid-range shot could improve a bit, and his perimeter defense could improve. So he needs to get a bit better at those. Ooh, next up, probably my favorite prospect, Davion Mitchell, a 6'2 guard out of Baylor, 14 points per game, 1.9 steals, 0.4 blocks, 5.5 assists, 2.7 rebounds, 64% from the free throw line, 44% from three, 51% from the field. He is just so tenacious on defense. Before I get pros and cons, watch his film. He's just so aggressive and tenacious on defense. It's so fun to watch. Pros, he's a good all-around three-point shooter. He's got good court vision. He can finish. He's got great defense, and he has good transition offense and defense. Just knows where to go. Has good court vision. Just really good. Cons, interior defense may take a hit in the NBA, but as a guard, I don't know how much that'll matter. Not the best rebounder and not good at free throws. But if he plays his cards right, he could end up being on the levels with Kawhi Leonard. You know, Kawhi is a guy who can play good defense and hit shots. And Kawhi was drafted like 15th overall, so don't tell me it's not possible for a guy like that to be drafted 13th. And Davion Mitchell, not to be too cliche, but his college stats look a lot like a guy whose name sounds very similar to his, Donovan Mitchell. So I'm just saying. I mean, at worst, he's a TJ McConnell. He's a really good stealer. He's already got a better three-point shot than TJ. So he'd be a TJ McConnell who can actually shoot. Which TJ, he got better at shooting this year. But that'd still be a good player. That'd be like an Eric Bledsoe, not a Drew Holiday. It's still fine. That's borderline all-star for a few years. Next up, a guy that a lot of guys like, me included. I'd be fine with us drafting any of these prospects. None of these guys I don't like. Some I like more than others. Moses Moody, a 6'6 guard out of Arkansas, 16.8 points, 1 steals, 0.7 blocks, 1.6 assists, 5.8 rebounds, 81% from the free throw line, 35% from three, and 42% from the field. He's pros, has a nose for the ball. He can score anywhere and can do it consistently. His defense is okay, and he has lots and lots of potential, and possibly the most NBA-ready player in the draft. He is just built to be an NBA player. He's kind of stockier, but he's still athletic. Cons, rebounding may take a hit in the NBA. His ball movement needs improving also. How many do I got? 1, 2, 3. I got 3 left. See if we can get through these. This video is shorter than I thought it was going to be. Next up, we have Trey Mann, a 6'5 guard out of Florida. 16 points per game, 1.4 steals, 0.1 blocks, 3.5 assists, 5.6 rebounds, 8.3 free throws, 40% from three, 45% from the field. His pros, he's got a fundamental jump shot. It's very fluid. It's like that Klay Thompson, just so fluid and nice. Looks beautiful. He's got good ball handling. He can find the open man when it comes to passing. He can rebound. He has a nose for the ball. He's efficient. He can score anywhere, and he's got okay defense. It's not going to be a liability out there. Cons, not much of a left hand, and could improve on his shot contest. That's the part of his defense that he could definitely improve on, is contesting shots. Next up, we got these two. Okay. Next up, we have Isaiah Jackson, a 6'10" power forward out of Kentucky. Oh, okay, yeah. I was wondering, because I was like, that's the guy who's really good at shot blocking, right? And at first, I for whatever reason, read 2.6 blocks, and I switched it with steals, and it said 0.8 blocks, because my dyslexia likes to screw me over. He averaged 8 points per game, 0.8 steals, 2.6 blocks, 0.7 assists, 6.6 total rebounds, 7% from the free throw line, 0% from 3, and 54% from the field. He's also got a 7'2" wingspan, which is only 2 inches off of Miles Turner. So for those of you who are going to say, oh, he relied on his height too much in college and it's not going to work in the NBA, because 6'10" relying on height in the NBA doesn't work. It never has. It never will. His wingspan is really long for his height. It's almost the same size as Miles Turner, so he would still be a good shot blocker in the NBA, most likely. Because, 2.6 blocks, that's not relying on your height. You got some talent there. That's not Rudy Gobert. That's Miles Turner. Rudy Gobert relies on his height more than Miles Turner. You can't prove me wrong on that. If Rudy Gobert was the same size as Miles Turner, he would get less blocks. You can't prove me wrong on that. Pros, he's aggressive, he's physical, he's great defense, he can finish with contact. In fact, I think he likes it when guys try to contest his shot, because he's so aggressive and he can rebound well. Cons, can't pass, can't shoot, and can get in foul trouble very easily. Next up, the final one, right, I believe, because we started off with Corey Kispert and then went to Franz Wagner. Yep. So this is the final one. James Bouknight, a 6'5" guard from UConn, averaged 18 points per game, 1.1 steals, 0.3 blocks, 1.8 assists, 5 rebounds, 70% from the field, 77% from the field, 29% from 3, and 44% from 77% from the free throw line, not the field, 29% from 3, and 44% from the field. Pros, he can read and break down a defense very well. He's got a high basketball IQ. He's smart. He's got okay defense himself. Okay athleticism. He can finish with contact. Once he gets hot, no stopping him. He's on a roll. He's going to just rain it on you at that point. Cons, his jump shot is broke. It can be fixed. Another one of those guys where his elbow just sticks out too much, creating a curve, making it off. So when he aims, his aim might be right, but because his hand is curving, causing the ball to curve and be off of where he targeted it, it causes it to miss. So most of the times when he misses targets, more likely to go in than when he targets it correctly. So yeah, those are all of my prospects for the Pacers in no particular order. Yeah, they will be in a particular order the next time I talk about them, though, in about a month or so. Or I'll probably have it coming out in the days upcoming to the NBA draft. So, but yeah, I think that's good. A lot of those prospects are really good. A lot of them are going to be fun to watch. And we have a pick that usually guys pick there are good. They're going to be good. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. As always, I'm Not Funny, and good year for those of you NASCAR fans. Good year. Stop screwing over Kyle Larson. Also, those of you who are comparing it to the Lightning McQueen scene in Cars, only if Lightning McQueen lost. Which technically he tied. Remember the end of Cars? Remember who wins the championship at the end of Cars? It's Lightning McQueen. So you're basically saying that Kyle Larson is also going to win the NASCAR Cup Series championship. Just saying. See you guys next time.